sets. Sets are like lists, but then over here you declare you define the elements by putting them in curly brackets, and then the elements of your set are supposed to be unique. Whenever you print out your sets, it's going to return a unique. Every element is going to be unique. So an example over here is our set, which is the data type, and then our set's name is IDs. Then we have Ken 72 and Winfred 56 and then Elon 12. So that's so you see all of them are how do I put this, unique. And then you have another one here where you specify the actual data types you want our elements to be, want them to be strings. So we specify, then that's the CLK, Winfred 56 and then prints, black prints. And then you can't access the elements of a set with subscripts, so you are only limited to using the element at, just as we saw in the lists. And so you can something like usernames, which is this, then you get the element at 0. So the element at 0, index 0 is CLK, so this will return CLK over here. So this is a code example for sets, just returning the elements as sets. And then let me show you a couple of other methods that sets. So we can loop through sets just as we can loop through lists, but then this time you use the elements at because you want to access each element. And then yes, so these are a couple of the methods, just the same: add, remove, then the length, the first and the last, and then check if it contains Larry. Let me run this and see. And then just as you expect, the element at index 1 is Calvin, just as the output of the last list. And then it adds Joe, and then it deletes Calvin from it, and then it checks the length again, then it prints the first, the last, and then it checks if our set contains the value Larry. Then our set doesn't contain Larry, so it returns false. So that's how we have it. These are some of the elements, the methods and then properties sets have. Then looping through sets to, let me just clear this a bit. You can loop through sets just as you loop through lists, but then over here you use the elements at when you're using the for loop. So you use our I to access the elements one by one when looping through our list, and then print them out. So let me run this and then see what happens. So this runs through it, goes through every one of the elements of the one and just prints it out. That's this function over here. We call the function over here just prints lists, and then takes a set values, then just prints out your set. And then I forgot to talk about this in the lists, but then you can use the for elements in two. So for our elements in our set, print the element instead of just accessing the indexes. You can just access the element, the actual elements, the actual values. So you access the actual values and then print the actual values. So you access the elements, elements or values in our set. So the syntax is like for elements in our set, and then it prints out the elements without having to go through the hassle of getting the elements at that index instead. So that's our simplified loop. That's how I called it.